lost to Wyoming. 6.5 point dog in this one. 69 the over under. That Tech loss, look, it's one thing if you're kind of in the background and you kind of sneak up on people and surprise people, but Texas Tech has been pretty vocal about where they feel they should be in the conversation, not only in the Big 12 but going forward. And when you lose a game like they lost to Wyoming, I mean, you're gonna hear about it from people, and I think they're getting that this week. I just think Oregon's going to put up too many points for them to. I'm not sold on their quarterback at Tech, so give me Oregon. I think Oregon covers, and I think this could get ugly. Like if Texas Tech gets off to a bad start, this could get ugly pretty quick.
Yeah, and I also want to add, at the beginning of the show, you could say, hey, we're doing the winners or the over-under. So I think establishing that would be good as well for the not only for the listeners, but for somebody who comes on here to make great picks.
I just said you could pick both. It was just you were like, it seemed like you were picking them. You picked it in every single game. So I was just making sure that. But again,
what am I getting judged for? Like, what am I getting? Like, I went 2-4 last week. Are we getting judged for the wins and losses?
I mean, I think there should be some penalties if we don't come through for the audience. Yeah.
All right. How about this? How about I always pick the winners, but if I like an over or an under on a game, I'll mention that.
No, dude, pick whatever you want. It just seemed like you were picking both to pick both. If you want to pick both, have at it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's what I like. I like Baylor. All right. I like Oregon. See, man, got the wires crossed. Listen, let me focus here. I like Oregon. I think that Tech, I'm telling you, it's not a good look when the commissioner of the Big 12's coming out here, like kind of rooting for your team. Like, I think that was the curse. I think that the commissioner coming out and said, hey, I think that cursed Texas Tech season. I think Texas Tech's going to get their asses kicked in this game. I really, really do. Like, I think that Bo Nix is going to come out there and throw for over 300. I think that Oregon's going to run for 125 at least. I'm thinking this is a 600 total yards of offense game from Oregon. And if it's not, then Oregon's not as good as I think they are. But I actually picked, I don't know if you remember this from episode 1, but I actually picked Oregon to be in the national championship game.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I just think this is a time for Oregon to really put their foot on the gas, to really kind of send a message to the Pac-12 like, hey, we go in, we win games, we win them big. I'm totally with you. This game could get ugly quick. I think Tech has to almost get out to a perfect start and control tempo. I don't think they will. I think Bo Nix has a huge game, and I think Oregon wins by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I just look that whole thing with the Big 12 commissioner. I just think that was so classless. And again, I know it was kind of in jest and it was kind of a joke thing, but I just think, look, you have 2 schools that, they're leaving, but they also held that conference up for pretty much every year that, as far as financially and interest, like that's what people were coming to see football-wise, Texas, Oklahoma. And I don't know. I know it's a messy breakup and people are going to handle it the way they want to handle it, but I just thought that was kind of low class. But
it was just lame. So it was lame is what it was.
Yeah.
If I'm a Tech fan,
and again,
yeah.
Well, I was going to say, yeah. And again, maybe he put the curse on him, because I do think Texas Tech has gotten a little cocky after last year's win against Texas, a game that Texas should have won. I mean, all the games that Texas lost last year, they were in position to win, and that was on them. But yeah, I just feel like this could be a year where they come back down to earth a little bit. But this is a big game for them. If they could turn their season around back on the right track, if they could pull out this win.